Good morning. So for today's video, our goal is for us to create a virtual host that will allow us to access our Laravel file without using Artisan Serve, di ba? Okay, if you would notice, I think it will be tasky and it will not be convenient if we keep on using Artisan Serve if you would want to use our Laravel project. So to do that one, what we will do is that we will create a virtual host. Now, our end goal for today is for you to create something like this one. So if you notice, I'll try to use magnify para you could really see. If you notice, you have it here, diba? If you notice, you have it here. I did not use any local host IP address, but rather I use a virtual host domain name. So, hindi na siya yung 127.0.01 port 80. Yung ginamit ko na is yung virtual host name or yung domain name na which I assigned with this Laravel project. Okay? So, to do this one, what you will do is first, if you could still remember, what we did was that we created our Laravel project in our desktop. So yung ginawa ko was that I cut and then I pasted the Laravel project in the htdocs na file which you can locate or which you can find in your SAMP folder. So lagay natin siya dito in our ano. I was reading some forums and then they would say na it would be best if you put it in an htdocs because most of the configurations of Apache it's really directed to htdocs. So it would mean na if you will put it in other place, you will do some configurations that might what they call affect your process along the way. So ito, yung ginawa ko was that I put project SIA in htdocs para we can perform virtual hosting. Okay? The next thing that you will do is this one. So in your what they call this one? In your SAMP application, you have it there. What they call this one? Configuration, and then you have it here. HTTP conf. You click on this one, and then you'll be given with this file. Eto, okay. So if you open this one, marami siyang sinasabi dito. Pero yung importante lang dito is yung area, this one. I think you'll have it on line 252 and then make sure na we have the same values, okay? You have it here. The first one, you go particularly on this line, options, indexes, follow symlinks, includes exec, CGI. You make sure the allow override is for all users. And then make sure that on the last controls for the server, it's not denied but it's require all granted. Okay? And then another thing is that you need to make sure na in this file wala siyang access privileges na denied. Okay? It could either be that the word will be denied or deny. Ayan. So ito it's okay because it's naka-comment out man ito. Okay? But make sure na yung mga naka-denied will be changed into require all granted. Okay? Para you can access your htdocs na server. Okay. Another thing is that if for example you cannot click on this one, for example hindi to gumagana. So what you can do is that you go to your extra, like you go to your SAMP and then you just go to which I think it's Apache, and then you go to conf and then you will be provided with this one. Ito, okay, itong file na to, just click on this one. And then there are also other times na yung itong file na to is makikita dito sa extra. So there will be two options. If wala siya dito sa conf na folder, you can check on extra. Okay? Another thing that you need to know is that you need to what do you call this one? you need to configure your httpd vhost conf. So ito, you can search for this one sa SAM folder. I'll just make it bigger para you go to your SAM folder, you click Apache, then you click conf, and then you go to extra, and then you locate vhost. Okay? You open this one. After opening this one, you'll be provided with a file like this one. Ito. Like, virtual hosting. Ayan. Basically, yung port na ipapagamit sa atin for virtual host is yung port 80 lang din naman. So, what you will do is something like this. So, you copy this one. Ito. Usually, ito yung ginawa ko. You copy this one and then just paste it. Okay? Just paste it and then remove the other things na hindi kailangan. Like, for example, itong server admin, tapos document route, kasi it's ano man sad, like na may default value for that one and you don't need to configure that. Okay? Same goes with the error log and then the custom log. You don't need to what do you call this one? Configure this one. So what you will do is that you remove the comment symbol, yung dalawang hashtag. Tapos, itong server name is yung location ng project SIA mo. So, if you could still remember, I pasted man the project SIA in my htdocs. Nasaan ba yun? Si htdocs, di ba? And then, this one is project SIA. Okay? In project SIA, you click public. Okay? So, this one is your index file man. So, what we will do is that we will copy the directory or the location of this one, and then we will paste it in our virtual host. Okay? So, again, you go to htdocs. Again, yung gagawin mo is you go to htdocs, you open your project SIA, and then you click on public. After clicking the public, just click on this area para you will be generated or you will be provided with a directory. And then you copy it, Control C, and then you go back to your virtual host na virtual host, what do you call this one? Your virtual host na note. Wait, parang na alis ko ata yung isa. sorry. Wait muna ha. Okay. Yung tatanggalin lang pala pasensya po. You will need document route and then server name. So yung server admin is delete natin, sorry po. And then yung the rest, okay? Ayan. Server alias. Ito lang po, itong dalawa lang po yung kinakailangan natin, okay? So, sorry po. Just delete this one and then just paste. And then your server name natin is you type project sia.test, okay? Ayan. We cannot use .dev because on the updated versions of Laravel is yung dev is parang meron siyang ibang configuration na gagawin. So for this project, we'll just use .test. Okay? So yan. So that's the next thing that you will do. Okay? After that, you go to your host. Okay? Yung host file natin, same lang din yung sa na demonstrate ko sa inyo. You go to your desktop, not desktop but local disk C. Ayan. And then, you have it here, you go to Acer, yung local disk C natin, and then you go to Windows, and then, you go to System32. Again, when you will, what do you call this one, when you are dealing with System32, be careful, kasi baka may ibang files na ma-remove ka or ma-edit. This one is a system file, raba. Okay? After going to System32, you go to drivers. After going to drivers, you go to etc. After going to etc, you click host, itong file. You right click on it and then you open it with Notepad++ or Notepad. Make sure na you are running it in administrator because you cannot make changes if you're not running it in administrator. So for me, I open Notepad++ and then I made sure na I'm running it in administrator mode para whatever changes I will be making, gagana siya. So, you might be wondering, sir, we don't have the same we don't have the same itsura sa host na file. So, there will be times na ito walang laman, there are also times na ito may laman. So, yung ginagawa ko is that I comment, if there are some things written on your host file, you can just comment it out. Okay, for example, ito, I comment it out. This one, I did not remove 127.001. It's because so that I could still access localhost. Okay, so what I did was that I create a new server name na every time also, like for example, if I will access 127.0.01, and then I'll just type project SIA. Okay, project SIA dot test. It means that it's also equivalent to my local host na port ay na IP address. Okay, so in my local server, if you notice that you will be provided with this uh, dialog box. The file cannot be saved and it may be protected. Do you want to launch Notepad++ in administrator mode? So, just click yes, and then, don't worry, hindi yan mawawala. Okay? Mabalik ka na siya gapon. And then, ayan. Just save it. Okay? So, after that one, if you open your SAMP, okay, you click on stop. Okay? Stop natin. Para yung change na ginawa natin is gagana. Okay? So, ayan. So, I stopped the SAMP and then I made sure na mag-start pa rin siya. So, you will notice na mali yung configuration natin because Apache will not start. Okay, there will be some error on this part here. But if you will start it and then no errors were presented, ayan, okay yan. So let's now try to access if okay ba talaga siya. So I'll just close this tab para alam natin na hindi tayo na we are opening a new talaga. Okay, so we will type project SIA. Ayan, project SIA.test. Okay. If you notice, it's not a secure connection because we are not using HTTPS, diba? So, you have it here, project SIA.test. So, I already opened my Laravel file. So, if I will type project SIA/about, yung ginawa natin sa routing, I can access it. If I will also use yung dynamic routing, like yung user 13, ayan. Yung route na ito could still be accessed. Okay? Please make sure na yung configuration natin in virtual host is the same with me. Tapos you'll have the same end goal. Like you'll be provided with an access sa Laravel project without using Artisan Serve. Okay? So if you have questions, please drop down some comments. I'm willing to answer this one. So this is just the first part of the video tutorials I'll be sending over the week for you to prepare for your examination. So thank you so much for watching.